Good afternoon, everybody. Uh, I am 100% sure that most of us are aware what is Facebook, so nothing to explain more about it. But definitely, when Mr. Zuckerberg has actually thought about creating a service of Facebook, he has never thought that the service was become bigger than the population of an India nowadays. So there are so many followers for the Facebook, but definitely. How can we actually get into the market where people are users of Facebook, or it's a kind of a merging people from the market of internet users to the mobile industry as well, wherein they can access the service on mobile. So the intent of the product was to bridge a gap between internet users and the mobile. So how can we bridge that gap? So it was like almost 1.5 years back, we discussed, we got a thought that how Facebook can be accessed by the users who are non-internet users, but they are Facebook users, and how can they access Facebook while on the move. So then we actually found out that Facebook explosion has already happened. We already crossed around 150 million users and followers on Facebook, but still there is a large amount of users who were sitting there and not been able to access Facebook while on the move. The only restriction what we were having at that point in time was how to make Facebook available to the users who is not accessible to internet at that point in time, who doesn't have a compatible handset where he can access Facebook, because of the low data penetration, which is even today, after every one of us having a compatible and a Android kind of a phones where we access Facebook, but still the percentage is very low, which is close to around 30 to 32% on an industry benchmark. Then the cost of accessing the Facebook, it has to be very low and cost effective to the end users, because most of the users on Facebook are youth who has a limited budget in which he can who can avail the access to a Facebook, but obviously to be in touch with the friends and the commodity. So this product was basically designed and thought for a particular commodity, which we thought how can we make it and go to the masses. So getting into the masses, we thought about why not Facebook can be accessed for a non-compatible handset, which is a low-end handsets for the users, and how can we reach them. Then we actually found out the USSD as a channel, which each and every phone and they actually support on each and every phone apart from any handsets. So we thought of an idea of coming, why not Facebook for everyone, irrespective of his handset, irrespective of his wallet size, irrespective of his any demography does he belong to. He has a right to access Facebook at any at a minimum given cost. So we found out USSD channel, which was one of the advantages. Why? It is an interactive medium wherein people can interact on the go. It's a session management, like we can have a one-to-one kind of a conversation on Facebook through USSD channel. The response time is very quicker as in compared to the SMSs. Why? Because SMS is linked to the MSs, which at certain point in time it takes time to share the response. Roaming, obviously USSD is roaming supported. There are no extra charges which a user has to pay from a user perspective, that they have to pay something on the roaming part. And users are very much easy to access kind of a session on USSD. There will be no alerts or messages which can go and spam or block his inbox, as because the low-end handsets are usually restricted to a 200 or a 40 kind of a message, wherein number of messages if it comes, so his inbox gets filled in. So that's why we choose to get into the USSD mode. So after like we launched, we discussed in like last year April kind of a Feb March kind of a time period. Then we thought of why not getting into this, and we launched this service in July 2001 with the first month with the initial kind of a user of some 30-40,000.
July 2001.
Sorry, 2011. I'm so sorry. So it was June 2011 we launched the product. The initial uptake of the product was very low, as because communicating the product to the end user was a challenge initially. Then we communicated this product, and today we have around 1.2 million subscribers who are the Facebook followers, and those are all non-compatible handsets. So youth or any kind of users can access Facebook on mobile. We were the first movers. Bharti was the first mover. We got the 6-month exclusivity contract with the partner. Partner is Utopia. They did a 6-month kind of a exclusivity with Bharti. We have taken that first mover advantage on giving the service to the end user, access to the Facebook, and that was how when we built up the users, and almost 60% of the users are using the service either. So that's a one first, in every month there are 60% of users that on a rolling basis. When I see for next 3 months, there are around 90% users who are using and updating or checking the feeds on USSD. And not to be surprised, we do around 12 million revenue per month, which is close to around 12 crores a month in an entire financial year. So we also designed how, and definitely if you can see the screen, these are basic handsets on which the USSD supports. It does not require any compatible handset or any high-end Android handsets to access this. It's a 3-digit code where you can.
What is USSD?
So USSD is unstructured. The full form of USSD is a session-based. You don't. It's not an SMS-based application. So it is unstructured supplementary data format. So when I dial *325#, so I get a menu. Which is a flash-based menu, which the message doesn't get stored in my mobile, and hence my inbox is free from the spamming of the SMS which I usually get, and I can browse through it. It's basically a 3-step kind of a process, wherein I dial the code, I enter the username and the password, and I start accessing my Facebook through USSD. So, and what are the things which I get once I register it? So I can get the updates which is getting updated on with my friend list. I can update my status. I can post anything which I usually do it on my internet or my compatible handsets, which I can do it through the USSD based menu. I can send a friend request. I can also see what are the messages. I can exchange message. Even Facebook has an application called Facebook Chat. So that is also being enabled into the system, where you can chat one-to-one with a user on the same USSD session. So say for example, I update my status, we are moving campus. The same thing when I access it on the internet, the same message gets published on my wall. So it's a one-to-one sync, and there is absolutely zero delay time on updation of the status. And this is how we can access the news feed. This is how we can initiate a chat and we can continue with the chat. This is how one can post. So there is a notification also, which people get reminded about the birthday reminders. So that also is a part of this. But here the difference is there is no data charges which is applicable, and you can do on this session. So these are few of the testimonials which we got from the users on accessing. So usually what happens in a college campus, the students are not allowed to carry a mobile phone. So if they carry a mobile phone, their mobile phones get seized by the dean or the teachers. So usually they do have money, or they may not have money, but they take low-end handsets, which is usually if they even if they are seized, they don't mind. Even 1,000 rupees or a 1,200 rupees kind of a phone, even if it gets seized, they don't mind. And these are the college campus and the students who are carrying these phones, where they can access the Facebook and can get connect with the entire friend list and the friend circles. So that's it from my end. I can take your questions. If any.
We use, as you told at the end, just on the lighter side.
Yeah.
Used by the rich people in the colleges, those who are able to afford two mobile phones.
Exactly.
Isn't it? One is for normal use, another is for
Exactly.
forbidden. Forbidden
Exactly.
phone.
So we did a survey in the college campuses where we found out that these users are compatible handset users. They can afford a good high-end handset phones.
No,
Where,
very good, I'm talking
yeah.
seriously.
I wasn't aware that students weren't allowed to carry handsets into the colleges.
Yeah. So even like during the session of colleges, they are not allowed to carry their mobile phones or switch on their mobile phones during the lecture
Depends
sessions.
from college to college.
Yeah. So we.
Son was in
Yeah.
somewhere there depends from college to.
So usually these are engineering colleges. We did a engineering and the medical colleges survey, and that is how, because we were getting the users from those places, why the users are getting into different clusters.
So this
So-
USSD is a feature where there's some memories there and the message could be.
No, it's on the fly. It doesn't get stored. The storing of the messages or the wall post, it is there when you access the internet or access the Facebook through internet.
No, but whatever is being displayed, some
Yeah.
memory is required.
No, there is no memory which gets stored in the.
Even if suppose something is being displayed.
Yeah.
Either
Any
anything,
message.
anything,
Yeah, yeah.
anything, some memory is required. Isn't it? The
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
That much minimum, that you are telling, that is the USSD.
No, USSD actually functions on a. It is not handset dependent because USSD is a platform which is managed by the operator. So there are multiple gateway owners like Comviva, and there are other Celtech. So these are the companies who manage gateway of USSD. So it is a capacity of the operator which will handle it. It is not phone dependent.
The question was whether it does require phone memory in the
No,
phone.
not at all. Not at all.
In SMS it doesn't.
It SMS
To
it
that
does it.
extent,
Yeah.
It would not be of constant use, the memory,
Yeah.
but transient use of memory.
No,
ought to be
not-
there.
not
It's a-
required.
Basically, it's store and forward. So you store and then forward.
No,
Store
but
and then
basic
forward.
bare minimum, see, as you are telling me, right, but I'm not aware of technology. See, something is coming on my phone,
Yeah.
isn't it? Whether it is birthday wish or whatever it may be. If it is displayed here,
Yeah.
it has to be somewhere here on my phone.
So the USS.
Bare minimum.
Yeah. Sorry.
That bare minimum only I am asking. That bare minimum, that is for display also.
So even if the inbox or the memory is full, still USSD delivers the message in the form of a flash, which gets stored in the temporary as a temporary
RAM,
file.
the RAM says,
Yeah. So it's a temporary file. It does not affect the internal memory
That's what I'm
capacity
asking,
of
that
the
there
phone.
will be something
Yeah.
that RAM may be there, whatever
Yeah.
little size
It has to be there.
it has to be
Yeah.
there. It is impossible to display even that.
Yeah.
It's
Of
not
course.
flashing
So-
over the air.
Coming back again,
Yeah.
you're saying that this is an innovative VAS service. Innovative in the sense that are you the original person, are you the original, Airtel is the original person which
Ye-
came out with this service,
Yeah.
nowhere else in the world?
Exactly. So we did this. We launched this service in June 2011, which was first time globally it was launched, wherein wherein people can access Facebook even if there is no internet connection. Then after the 6 months of exclusivity, this service is available with other operators. Even there are some operators who are still struggling to make the service live, so they are testing phase wise.
Do you have an IPR for this or not required, or you already had this?
Sorry?
Do you have an IPR for this intellectual property right designing of this thing?
Did you take an IPR on this?
Yeah, we do. We have
On
done.
this particular.
Yeah.
Because we should be proud of all these things. That is what we are here actually. This is very proud.
So exactly, this was the so Airtel was so it actually, when we actually thought about it, people have started saying it's a regressive approach. It's not an aggressive approach. You are looking backwards, where you are going to the stage where people are now accessing smartphones. You are saying now Facebook is available on a non smartphone kind of places.
So question is specific. Have you taken IPR for this or not required? That is the word.
So we have a direct agreement with the Facebook, who is being managed by the partner. So there is an agreement with Airtel.
An agreement.
There is an agreement with Airtel with the partner, and third party there is a agreement with Facebook as well.
No, the very fact that you had exclusive right for 6
Exactly.
months only,
Yeah.
that means you don't hold an IPA. Now anybody can use it.
Yeah, now anybody
Any
can
other
use it,
service
but it was there for initial 6 months.
No, the issue is they have designed it. See, that is what we are looking at. They have designed it. Maybe they have done an agreement for 6 months.
Yeah, we did an agreement for 6 months.
It does not matter whether it is backward or forward.
Yeah.
Now
Even
any-
today in New Delhi, rickshaws are still moving in the
Exactly.
cars are also moving.
So now any service
Now
provider can-
any operator can use it.
IPR is available, but it's
It was
open license now.
Yeah.
IPR was taken, but it's an open license.
Yeah.
And how many users are there?
So we have 1.2 million users, which is 12 lakh users currently, and we do 12 million revenue, which is 1.2 crores revenue per month.
1.2 million users.
Yeah, and 1.2 crores we do per month on this. We scored close to around 15 crores in a year.
No, the revenue is good, but the uptake of users in comparison to the number of subscribers that Airtel has, I mean, it's not even 0.5%.
Yeah, is the
0.5% the subscribers.
exactly.
These are those people who are not able to this survey. For those people who are not
No, in fact, it's
So-
meant for those people who are very aware of Facebook, who are technically very savvy, but who
And
don't
say-
have access either to internet or to a high-end phone.
that's what.
Mostly the students, not the rickshaw wala. Rickshaw wala would never use, because he doesn't even know there is something like Facebook.
You also know.
Gradually.
Definitely.
my
Right, sir.
mother
You're
is
absolutely correct.
85, is able to make phone call anywhere from mobile.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you very much.